If hooded lids leave you no room to take your liner upwards, take it outwards instead. This softer fox eye technique elongates the eye without making it look heavy. For this look, I'm using the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions eyeshadow palette, but we're actually only going to need 3 shades. Divine, a warm ivory, Absolutely, a warm caramel brown, and Scandal, a deep matte chocolate brown. You can easily recreate this with any similar light neutral, warm transition, and deep brown shade. I'm starting with the shade Divine, which is a warm ivory shade, but you can use any light neutral with a soft satin finish. I'm pressing this on with the Refa 02 brush because the short, densely packed bristles really help pick up and pack on that colour. You could use your finger, which often preserves the shimmer more effectively, but because this particular shade has a matte base with a fine sparkle running through it, I find that the brush applies it more evenly. I'm taking this shade on the inner corner and then all the way across the mobile lid from that lash line up to where the eye naturally creases. If you have hooded eyes, take it slightly above your natural fold as this helps to create the illusion of a larger, more open eye. I'm now switching to a MAC 286 brush. This is a duo tapered blending brush and I'm taking a very light layer of the shade Absolutely, which is a warm caramel brown in a matte finish. I'm starting on the outer corner and working the colour into the socket using small circular motions. Even with hooded eyes, you'll still be able to feel where the natural socket sits underneath that hood, so use that as your guide to gradually buff the colour through. If you have very little visible lid space, keep most of this colour on the outer third, apply it with your eye open, looking straight ahead into the mirror so you can see exactly where that shadow remains visible and avoid bringing it too far across the lid. What makes this brush ideal is that the bristles are arranged at 2 different lengths, with finer, more sparsely placed bristles at the top and the denser, shorter fibres underneath. This means that the brush picks up less product and gives you a really soft, controlled blend, which is ideal when you're working with such a deep shade. I've talked about these brushes for so many years here on my channel and I still think to this day that they're fantastic. Now that we have a soft wash of colour through this area, we can move on to the eyeliner. I'm using the NYX Epic Wear waterproof liquid eyeliner in the shade brown. If you have hooded eyes or you're not particularly confident with liquid liner, I have lots of tutorials showing easier alternatives using eyeshadow and tape, especially if creating a clean, crisp line is something that you struggle with. Draw the liner out from the outer corner, keeping it fairly horizontal but with a slight lift so the eye doesn't look droopy. This angle can also help avoid the crease or mildly hooded eyes. Then from around the halfway line, pull the brush back down towards the lash line, creating a small triangle. Do not worry if the edges look slightly jagged, especially on more mature lids, because while that liner is still wet, I like to go in with a small craft brush or an art brush to smooth out any uneven edges. This is a really good trick and a great little tool to have in your arsenal. I don't want the liner to look too heavy as it comes towards the centre of the lid, so I'm gently lifting some of that away with my finger, leaving behind just a soft veil of colour. I'm now using an angled brush with a little bit of my base makeup to sharpen that outer edge, so when I look straight ahead you can see that the more horizontal angle avoids the crease on the outer corner, while the slight lift still keeps the eye looking elongated rather than droopy. I'm switching to the Refa 23 pencil brush and dipping it into Scandal, the deep matte brown. I'm pressing this over the liner but only across roughly 2/3 of the wing rather than taking it all the way up to the very tip. From there, I'm softly bringing that shadow in towards the centre of the lid, tapering it down as it reaches the lash line. This creates a subtle ombre effect so that the liner gradually becomes lighter rather than looking like one heavy block of colour. Rather than using lots of dark liner through the centre of the eye, we're keeping that area light and concentrating the depth on the outer third. This pulls the eye horizontally, creating that longer, more feline shape without taking up that valuable lid space. You'll often see this placement used on celebrities whose hood sits through the centre of the eye. Instead of building the makeup upwards, the artist stretches the shape outwards, making the most of the width rather than relying on lots of that visible lid space. This is a placement you'll often see on celebrities with hooded eyes like Jennifer Lawrence. The depth is concentrated on the outer edge and lifted slightly rather than being built up through the centre of the lid, so you still keep visible space between your lash line and the brow when the eye is open. It's a similar principle to the C-shape technique I showed a couple of weeks ago. Whether you're creating a liner or a smoky eye, keeping the shape slightly more horizontal helps you to work around the outer crease instead of cutting straight through it. And that's what we're doing here too. We're stretching the eyeliner outwards while we keep the centre of the lid lighter so that the eye looks longer and more feline without sacrificing that lid space. Continuing with my Refa 23 brush, I'm softly bringing the eyeshadow along the lash line towards the inner corner, keeping it extremely close to the root of the eyelashes. I'm going back to my fine liner art brush with a small amount of Scandal and extending the shape of the inner corner. The natural inner corner already forms a small V, so we're simply following that shape and lengthening it very slightly inwards. It's a subtle detail, but it helps stretch the eyes both ends and creates a wider, more feline appearance. This is almost the opposite of the bright inner corner technique that we used last week. A light shade can make close set eyes appear slightly further apart, whereas extending this soft inner corner V can visually reduce the space between the eyes. So if your eyes are more widely set, this is a subtle way to create a little more balance while also elongating the shape. But what I would say, for very close set eyes, I would keep the inner V extremely small or skip it altogether, because taking colour too far in could make them appear slightly closer together. To enhance the feline shape even further, I'm applying a brown eye pencil to the inner and outer thirds of the waterline, so we're leaving that centre clear. This adds definition at both ends of the eye while keeping the middle brighter and more open, so you get that elongated effect without making the overall eye look smaller or heavy. I'm then using that same pencil to tightline along the upper waterline and between the roots of the eyelashes. Because we haven't taken visible liner across the top of the lid, this creates the illusion of a fuller, continuous lash line while keeping as much of that mobile lid space bright and open as possible. Now it's time to curl the eyelashes. I'm using the Refa lash curler as always. Before applying a layer of mascara, I'm using the Lancome Lashadow mascara. To enhance that elongated feline effect, angle the outer lashes slightly towards the temple and keep the mascara lighter through the centre and inner corner. I'm applying mine as normal today because I'll be applying some false lashes to create that lifted shape. But if you prefer to go au naturel, then sweeping your mascara out will be your best friend for this particular look. Before moving on to the lashes, I'm applying the Fenty Beauty Fine Lines Lash Enhancing Eyeliner in the shade Wink O Pink, just through the centre of the lower waterline. Keeping this lighter shade in the middle helps brighten and open the eye. Next, I'm pressing a very small amount of the Bobbi Brown Luxe eyeshadow in the shade Moonstone onto the centre of the lid with my finger. I've used this so much in recent tutorials because it's really beautiful, but it's certainly not inexpensive, so I want to show you plenty of different ways to incorporate it into your makeup to get proper use from it. I'm also taking a small amount of this on the inner corner of the eye. This type of shadow usually applies best with your fingertip, but with slightly longer nails it can be awkward to reach that area, so just reach for a brush for more control and precision. Moving on to the lashes, I'm applying 4 individual clusters from the outer corner towards the centre of the eye. I'm starting with the longest length on the outer corner, then gradually shortening them as I work inwards. This creates that lifted, elongated feline shape without adding too much weight across the entire lash line. If you find your lids are heavier on the outer corners, use a slightly shorter lash right at the very end. This helps maintain the lifted shape without adding extra weight or pulling the eye down. I'm leaving the lower lashes free from mascara to keep everything feeling lighter and to draw the attention upwards with all of the definition focused on the top half of the eye. If the heaviness of the hood sits mainly through the centre of your lids, this is a great technique to try because it creates shape through the width of the eye rather than building too much product through the centre. The result is still lifted, elongated and feline, but much softer than a heavier traditional wing. Everything I've used in today's tutorial will be listed and linked in the description bar below. I really hope this technique helps you feel more confident adapting eyeliner to suit your own eye shape rather than feeling as though you have to follow one traditional placement. If you found the tutorial helpful, please share it with somebody who might enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe for more straightforward makeup techniques each week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!